Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to tell you a story that might feel uncomfortably familiar. A story about ambition without action. Dreams without discipline. Potential without effort. If you've ever called yourself ambitious but secretly lazy, this story is for you. There was a boy named Armin. Not famous. Not rich. Not special on the outside. But inside his head? Inside his mind? He believed he was destined for something big. From a very young age, Armin carried a quiet confidence. He looked at successful people and didn't feel jealous. He felt certain. Certain that one day, he would be there too. He used to say things like, "I'm not like everyone else," or "I just haven't started yet," or "When the time is right, I'll go all in," and people believed him. Teachers said he was smart. Friends said he had potential. Relatives said, "This boy will do something great one day." And Armin believed it more than anyone. But there was one problem. Armin loved comfort more than effort. He loved big dreams, but he hated small actions. He loved imagining success, but he hated boring routines. He loved motivation videos, but he hated consistency. Every night, he imagined a better future. Every morning, he postponed building it. Armin's life followed a simple pattern. He would wake up with plans. Strong plans. Bold plans. He would tell himself, "Today I'll change everything." He would open his phone, watch a motivational video, feel inspired, maybe even write a goal down. And then, just 5 more minutes. 5 minutes became an hour. An hour became the day. The day became weeks. Weeks became years. Yet his ambition never died. It just stayed trapped. Whenever someone asked him, "What are you doing these days?" he always had an answer ready. "I'm working on something. I'm planning something big. I'm learning." But deep down, he knew the truth. Planning had become his excuse to avoid doing. Years passed. One day, Armin attended a school reunion. Old friends. Familiar faces. Stories of progress. One friend had started a business. Another had moved abroad. Another had built a career slowly, painfully, but steadily. They weren't geniuses. They weren't more talented than Armin. Some were even less gifted. Yet they had one thing he didn't. Momentum. They had started when they didn't feel ready. They had worked when motivation was gone. They had moved while Armin waited. Armin's smile was polite. His laughter sounded normal. But inside, something cracked. On his way home, he sat alone on a bus. Lights passing by the window. Noise everywhere. And for the first time, he didn't feel ambitious. He felt scared. Scared of the thought that maybe, just maybe, ambition without action meant nothing. That night, Armin couldn't sleep. His mind replayed moments. All the times he chose comfort over effort. All the days he said, "Tomorrow," all the dreams he delayed. He whispered to himself, "What if I never change?" That question haunted him. The next morning, Armin woke up late as usual. He reached for his phone. But something was different. The excitement was gone. The fantasy of success felt empty. He opened a notebook that he once bought to change his life. It was almost blank. The first page said, "My goals." He stared at it for a long time. Then he wrote one sentence. "I am tired of admiring the life I should be building." For the first time, Armin didn't promise something big. He didn't write a grand plan. He didn't say, "I'll become successful in 1 year." He asked a smaller question. What is the laziest version of progress I can do today? That question changed everything. Instead of trying to transform his entire life, he decided to do one uncomfortable thing. Just one. He cleaned his desk. That's it. No motivation music. No deep planning. Just action. The next day, he did another small thing. He woke up 20 minutes earlier. Not at 5 a.m. Not like those extreme routines. Just 20 minutes. He felt resistance. His body wanted comfort. His mind tried to negotiate. Skip today. You can start properly next week. But Armin noticed something new. Resistance didn't mean stop. Resistance meant this mattered. Days turned into weeks. Armin's life didn't suddenly become successful. Nothing magical happened. No one clapped. No one noticed. But something inside him started to change. He stopped waiting to feel motivated. He stopped waiting for confidence. He stopped waiting for the right mood. He worked tired. He worked bored. He worked imperfectly. And slowly, very slowly, something strange happened. His ambition stopped being loud, and started being real. He realized something powerful. Ambition is easy. Laziness is comfortable. But discipline is quiet and honest. He noticed that the people he once admired didn't rely on motivation. They relied on habits. Boring habits. Repeated habits. Armin's ego hated that truth at first. He wanted to believe he was special. That he would explode into success one day. But reality humbled him. Success wasn't dramatic. It was repetitive. One night, months later, Armin missed a day. He skipped his routine. Old habits whispered, "See? You're still lazy." But instead of quitting, he returned the next day. That's when he understood something deeper. Laziness doesn't disappear. Ambition doesn't save you. Only systems do. Armin's life didn't become perfect. He still procrastinated sometimes. He still doubted himself. He still felt lazy. But now, laziness no longer controlled him. He learned to move even when he didn't feel like it. Years later, someone asked Armin, "What changed you?" He smiled and said, "I stopped trying to feel like a successful person, and started acting like a responsible one." Here's the truth most people don't want to hear. Being ambitious but lazy is not a personality trait. It's a habit. And habits can be changed. You don't need more motivation. You don't need a new goal. You don't need to feel inspired. You need to start smaller than your ego wants. Because the real enemy is not failure. The real enemy is comfort disguised as patience. If this story feels like it's talking about you, don't feel ashamed. Most people live here. Dreaming loudly, acting quietly. But you don't have to stay there. Start ugly. Start small. Start tired. Just start. Because one day, ambition without action turns into regret. And regret is heavier than any effort you're avoiding today. If you're still watching, this is your moment. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Not when you feel ready. Now. Because the version of you that works when it's boring will always beat the version of you that only dreams when it's easy. And that's the story that changes everything.